Hello, this is Neil.
I'm Chris.
We're the Pet Shop Boys, and this is our audio commentary for our new album, Yes. This album was, we started writing it at the beginning of 2007, when we were asked to write some songs for Kylie Minogue. And then we continued a year later, having been on tour, and we decided we would like to work with the producer Xenomania, because we'd liked their productions, particularly actually for Girls Aloud. And this is the first single from the album. It's called Love Etc. And it's the first co-write on the album, first of 3 co-writes with Xenomania. When we went to Xenomania's studios, they played us a few backing tracks that they'd sort of prepared, thinking the sounds a bit Pet Shop Boysy. And at the end, we heard a little bit of this is a very basic track with that synth riff at the top, and Chris in particular was really struck by it, and on successive days kept asking if he could hear it again, and it was explained to us that it was for a different project. But then we went back. We finally agreed that we would start to write over this backing track. And it was a basic backing track with the dink little riff. And Brian also had an idea for a chant, which is where the "don't have to be" idea. Okay, I just thought of the line "don't have to be beautiful, but it helps." This melody here was not written by us; it was written by Miranda Cooper, Xenomania. It's a very clever melody, actually. The people singing is like everyone in Xenomania. Programmers and guitarists and all sorts of people, but not Brian Higgins.
Or me. Is it?
You did it, then I think you took it out.
I think Brian might take it out.
It's got me in there as well, I think.
It's a very different sounding record for us, which I think's why. Well, actually, when we started working with Xenomania, it all depended upon getting the first single right, and then everything else would slot into place. Normally, we make an album and then sort of choose the singles afterwards, but with this, we started with this as a single, and then everything else came afterwards, and we progressed with the whole project after we'd got this done.
We spent ages writing these lyrics, believe it or not, because they're very simple. It was a very long discussion about a big bucks Hollywood star.
A Starbucks Hollywood star.
Now, this song, All Over the World, has quite a complicated history, because we wrote it as a totally different song called I'm Not Crying, I'm Laughing. And it had a sort of a swing beat melody.
We were actually trying to do this thing that was a bit like a dance record we'd heard in Monterrey in Mexico. It's a very complicated rhythm and impossible for us to dance to, actually. But we were trying to do it from memory, and we didn't manage it, and it just sounded like some old swing beat record. And so then we took it to Xenomania. We still didn't really like it. We worked on the backing track, but then we decided to progress the Tchaikovsky element and carry on the chord progression from the Nutcracker suite, and kept the verse as it was, with the new melody on the top, and then it completely transformed it, and really quite happy with it, actually. Could be a Coca-Cola advert, couldn't it? It's that good.
I was worried that I had the chorus lyric in my notebook. This is a song about boys and girls. You hear it playing all over the world. So it was meant to be like a song about love songs, and I was worried it was actually too banal. But singing it over this new backing track I really liked it. I think the verse melody sounds like David Bowie. You can imagine, can't you, sing that?
Yeah, very uplifting this.
A lot of bass as well for one of our tracks. Really, it should have had a choir in the chorus, I think, for that X Factor moment. When we finished it, Brian Higgins came upstairs, listened to it, and said we just made the album 10% better. So that was a thumbs aloft.
Good bit. It's a bit Kermit again, isn't it? But it's still very good.
Kermit? I think it's more Bowie than Kermit.
Oh, sorry.
Easy and predictable.
Now the lyrics changed here. It used to say, love you, I love you.
I changed it because it's really more about, I think pop songs are more about sexual desire than love. Hence I want you rather than I love you. If that bit had been in twice, that I'd have sang I love you the second time. This is a rare example of the Pet Shop Boys doing something that sounds 60s. But this did start off sounding 60s. It's called Beautiful People. And it was suggested because our friend, the playwright Jonathan Harvey, emailed us one day when we were songwriting, actually for this album, and said he was doing a new TV series called Beautiful People. And they needed a theme song. And so Chris and I had just finished writing a song, actually. And so we thought, oh, write a song called Beautiful People. And we wrote this song that sounded a bit folky almost. And we told Jonathan, and he told us, or someone told us, that they wanted something very upbeat and a bit disco-y. Because so when we sent it to them, we thought they probably won't like it. And they ended up getting Dan from The Feelings to do the theme song. However, we went down and met Brian Higgins. He loved this song. And there's two guys working in the attic of their house down there, Jason and Kieran from Australia, and they came up with this feel.
Yeah, we said that we'd like it to sound like Mamas and Papas, sound like California in the sun.
California Dreaming.
Yeah, it's all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's 60s, with a Coca-Cola advert possibly. And that was Johnny you just heard then on harmonica.
Johnny Moore.
Yeah. Good friend.
And the orchestra is arranged by Owen Pallett, who is an artist in his own right, but also last year did the orchestral arrangements for the last Shadow Puppets album.
Yeah, we really like one of them, don't we?
We're in a bad mood with one of them for describing us as god-awful. Yeah, Miles Kane. This German journalist has interviewed 59 people, and we were the 6th people, and the previous 59 people, the last question he asked was, what do you think of the Pet Shop Boys? And he gave us this CD. It's like Die Totenhosen people. Anyway, a lot of them are English speaking, and one of them is Miles Kane. And he said, what do you think of the Pet Shop Boys? He goes, god awful. I don't mind, really.
Is it only fantasy
Johnny Marr on guitar.
And what's it about?
Actually, what's interesting, it's the opposite of Love Etc. It's Love Etc. is saying, you know, being rich and famous does not make you happy. Beautiful people are someone wishing they were rich and famous.
Isn't it something to do with someone sitting at a bus stop?
Yeah, it's like you start city lights just make me weak, all this madness on the streets. There's sometimes you can walk through London, it just seems like sort of the weather's ghastly and you just wish you could get away. And it's sort of about that, really.
Yeah.
Living an idealised...
We're very fortunate to be the beautiful people.
That's what we call a Walton's moment at the end. Good night, John boy. Johnny. That's like The Pretenders, that, doesn't it? This is one of the first songs you wrote for the album.
Yeah, the demo sounded pretty much like this, really, didn't it?
Brian Higgins, when I played to him, said it was 80% there.
So we added an extra 30% to make the 110.
That is required nowadays. Yep.
It's a nice, happy little pop song, this, isn't it?
A lot of harmonies in the chorus.
You don't have to be a high flyer to catch your slot.
I was worried the title sounded obscene. Wasn't meant to. My mother used to say, they must have seen you coming if you'd been overcharged for something. And so the idea is, so did you see me coming? It came from that. That, you know, a guy meets someone in the pub and falls in love on the spur of the moment.
There are just the two of us. You don't have to be what's what to know.
You don't have to be who's who to know what's what. I don't think is original. I think I've nicked it from something. I think it's a quote from someone.
Another love song, though, isn't it?
It's a very positive love song.
Yeah, there's a lot of irony missing on this album, isn't there?
I like the harmonies in the chorus. But the harmonies make the chorus, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't do any harmonies to our third album. Sort of slightly 70s or something. Very Pet Shop Boys middle bit.
Just to thyself being true. But now I think I'm starting to believe in fate because it delivered you.
Yeah, very summery, this, isn't it? Great ad-libs.
I'm going 110% on the ad-libs.
Yeah. I think there's a Dusty influence there.
It is. This is me trying to be thinking, what would Dusty do?
You normally get hand gestures in the studio with this as well.
You have to-
everyone.
I can
you have
only
to just
do-
imagine that.
I can only sing like this with the hand gestures to get into character.
Yours today. Did you see me coming?
I love the little choiry thing there. I think this song sounds very French. A bit like Voyage, Voyage or something like that.
You may think I'm strong and I can do no wrong, but I'm vulnerable, so vulnerable.
It's quite similar to the demo, isn't it?
Yeah, this hasn't changed that much.
I may be hard to take, but you can call me fake, 'cause I'm vulnerable.
It's called Vulnerable. This is one of these songs where I'm not singing from my own point of view. I'm sort of playing a character. It's actually someone we know who's got a very strong personality, but it's also vulnerable.
Answers on a postcard.
I have to compete and try being me when you walk down the street. It's not easy.
EMI suggested we did this as a duet.
By the by, just surviving.
Actually, there was actually talk of doing it with what's she called?
Sarkozy's wife.
Sarkozy's wife called? Carla Bruni. Which I can still imagine her sing it. Listen to this now.
Without you, I may be hard to take, but
It's the most electro-sounding track so far, isn't it?
so vulnerable. Without you, you know I can't ever bear to seem weak or have any doubts. That's just my technique. I put in the hours,
The guitar is actually a sample played by Chris.
does much of the work. I am no one's stepping stone.
I love that bit. Diddle, diddle,
That's a
diddle.
Xenomania.
Yeah. Ad-lib. Overdub, rather.
In private, alone. You may think I'm strong and I can do no wrong, but I'm vulnerable.
We're all a bit vulnerable, really, though, aren't we?
I think so. I think it probably really is about me.
I may be hard to take, but you can call me fake, 'cause I'm vulnerable, so vulnerable.
Always liked Spanish guitar. You get quite a bit of it on, what's that album we did? Is it Bilingual?
Yes.
Through the hours, trying
It's sad, this bit of it.
to calculate. Am I good enough? Can I control
One of those 4 o'clock in the morning moments.
to keep this show on the road? Will I survive?
We were always going to edit this track. And then I think this was going to come out. But we never did.
I know you must sometimes think I don't care or even appreciate what we share. Though I'm no one's stepping stone. The truth is I love you.
More Love.
More love, sorry.
In Germany, they've been calling this the Love Album, haven't they? The journalists.
Was that what they said?
A lot of them did.
Actually, in Billboard, they wrote a thing saying the album was called Love.
Oh, there you go. What have we called it? Yes, yes.
It's the same thing, really.
Yeah. It's a very positive album.
Well, you know, it's like, do you love me? Yes.
Actually, someone told us about this journalist, and they could only answer yes to things. And it took them halfway around the world.
That was a strategy, wasn't
As a strategy, sort of Brian Eno type strategy, really. Whereas Pet Shop Boys naturally would say no to everything.
it? So
Doesn't get you very far. Do you want to go out and say no? Oh, another Xenomania backing track.
this had quite a long history. This started out as a song called Where the Wild Things Are. With me talking over this bit. This is pure Xenomania, this bit. One way we work with Xenomania is I would be singing melodies on a little dictaphone with Miranda Cooper, and Chris was upstairs playing melodies on her keyboard. And this bit now, this melody that I'm singing was one of Chris's melodies. And it's so moody against these chords. We nearly scrapped the song at one point. And I really liked this bit. So we made it the verse.
Something's coming soon. I hear it everywhere.
It was written at the same time that Barack Obama was, doing the primaries against Hillary Clinton. So I think that's a slight influence on it. This is biblical. Though the mountains may divide, you can reach the sea.
Yeah, it's our promised land
Yeah, it is.
for the rave generation.
I believe we can change. It's not as strange as it might seem.
Yeah, a bit funky.
A bit funky. Love is the Drug by Roxy Music. I love this. It's sounds very French to me, that chord change.
Something magical becoming real. From the
This is the last track we finished, actually. Last track in terms of writing.
come on, throw the dice, and tonight we'll win.
I love those backing vocal themes.
Don't get it. Don't quite know what they mean, really, in mind. That's irrelevant.
Though the mountains may divide, we can reach the sea. I believe we can change. We can make it more than a dream. And I believe
So much hope on one album. It's unbelievable, isn't
What's
it?
gone wrong? Now the middle bit coming up, Chris wrote the melody for, upstairs on the keyboard. Now it's a very different sort of style, really, to the rest of the song.
We call it the Belinda Carlisle moment.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. This bit of the song actually has just come out of the original Where the Wild Things Are.
calling us away. Do you believe?
Yeah, it's
She didn't sing Heaven is a Place on Earth, did she?
no, she sang Heaven is a Place on Earth. Well, Heaven is a better place.
Oh, okay. Right.
I believe we can change. We can make it more than a dream. And I believe
It's very electronic noises there.
we can change. It's not as strange as it might seem.
We should point out Tim, shouldn't we, who's a whiz on the keyboards.
Oh yes, he's a whiz.
Actually, all of them are amazing at Xenomania. There's
Yeah.
roomfuls of talent all beavering away. It's quite a place.
It's not as strange as it might seem.
When we wrote this, I actually thought it was slightly cheesy. No, actually, it's really grown on me.
We can change. We can make it more than a dream. I believe we can change. It's not as strange as it might seem. I believe we can change. We can make it more than a dream. I believe we can change. It's not as strange as it might seem.
This track's changed quite a lot since the demo, hasn't it?
Yeah, it was fun. The floor. Yeah, we spent quite a lot of time working on this. Actually, it changed when we went to Xenomania. We decided to put real drums on, real bass. That's one of the other things about working at Xenomania is There's some really great musicians there, and you just call someone in, and a great bass player just suddenly appears, and we weren't sure about this song at first, were we? But then it sort of ended up really good.
It's sort of new wave, I think. The words started off as a poem, I thought, walking down the street. I just thought the thing about, I'm building a wall, fine wall. I actually, in my house in Durham, did build a wall, of course. But I don't know, and also, being in Berlin, think about the wall. Coming from Newcastle, we got the Roman wall. So I made this was the last bit of the song to have a tune and words written for it. So I made it about the Cold War. And when I was a kid, there was very much the atmosphere of the end of the war. Newcastle had bomb sites. And on the television, the thing we used to watch was The Man from U.N.C.L.E., spy things. I like this.
It's a Beastie Boys moment, isn't it?
I'm leaving the world. It's all wrong.
I like this chord change. I think actually this has got quite a moving sort of tune. I had to fight to have that da-da-da line that Chris put on the record. I was always saying, where's that line? And then the middle bit's very odd. I know it's a spoken bit. Yeah, this is me at school doing Latin. We used to always have trips to the Roman Wall from school.
Yeah, I like this bit. Did you write this, or is this a poem by someone else?
It's an original.
It's an original.
By me.
Oh, okay. You didn't just nick it.
No.
That's me. Well, I was told to say that.
Well, I thought it was so romantic, the other bit. I thought it needed deflating.
That's my job. Yeah, good little sing-along this, actually.
And this line comes from the novel More Work for the Undertaker by Marjorie Allingham. I'm building a wall. They went right in at the end, the ad-libs. Johnny's on this. And Jason from Xenomania plays guitar too. I think you'll find a bit of a grower, that track. Think an unusual song, that.
Oh, it's gone moody.
It's gone very. The second half of the album, if it was a vinyl album, side 2 would be very different from side 1. Side 1's sort of got all the more up songs, really. Not all of them, but most of them. Side 2's got the stranger, more experimental songs. This song is called The King of Rome. The idea of the King of Rome comes from the fact that the son of Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of France, when he was born, was called the King of Rome, because Napoleon was actually King of Italy. And 4 or 5 years after his birth, his father was defeated and sent into exile, and his mother went to Italy or somewhere, and he was taken away from France and brought up as an Austrian. And, but he was also, some people in France regard him as Napoleon II, and he had quite a lonely life, really. And he died when he was quite young, of some of tuberculosis or pneumonia or something, never having seen his father again. And I was just reading about him, thinking it was an idea for a song, because he's a sort of emblem of loneliness in the midst of wealth. And in the song, the guy is singing, is sort of travelling the world because his marriage or whatever has broken up, and he's hoping his lover or wife or husband or whatever is gonna get back in contact with him. And he's just travelling like Noel Coward used to travel to escape from the sadness of a failed love affair, and that's what he's doing.
It doesn't work, does it?
I think it works for a while, but not forever.
You can't escape.
Lovely chord change.
It's gorgeous. There's only us that does this.
No.
Do we get any credit for it? No, do we, Ek?
I love this bit. It's my girly voice.
In search of my lost mansion.
Lovely line there. Brian Higgins used to call the song "Baby Come Back to Me."
Or it couldn't be more. I couldn't be more tragic.
Yeah.
Was his other title for it?
Baby, come back to me.
So there's a mixture of real brass and sample brass, and that's played that line. But later on, you get
This is a great bit.
an orchestral.
Yay.
It's all very cute. These days, you don't know what's doing what. What sounds like a real drummer could be programmed. A real drummer could be playing electronic sounds, and so really nothing is what it seems anymore.
The idea of this bit, the lyric, is like he's arrived in some wealthy state in the Middle East, Dubai or somewhere. So it's the desert moon, and he's floating on a man-made lagoon.
It's lucky that rhymes, isn't it?
There's not that many rhymes for moon, as we all know.
Breathy vocals there.
Yeah, trademark breathy vocals. Actually, Tim at Zenemain does a very good impersonation of my breathy.
Oh, does he?
Love comes quick. Vocals. Mine does a good impression of most things. It's sort of heroic, this, though, isn't it? There was a slight influence of the novel Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. That's why in the first line, the first verse, it says, "Away from Mandalay." And there was a moment where at the end of this song, I actually recited the first sentence of Rebecca, which is something about last night I dreamt I was at Mandalay again. The gates were locked and entrance forbidden to me, or something like that. Anyway, we decided it was a bit over-egging it. Bit Burt Bacharach at the trumpet, isn't it? The chord change for this bit is taken from Metamorphosen by Richard Strauss. It's a very good chord change. It's at the last post, this.
Last post office. And we're back.
Oh yes.
Now this track sounds very boozy to me.
We've gone back to our Bobbio roots there.
No. Not on the shuffle. We didn't used to do shuffle.
That's true, yeah.
Now to me this always sounded like Knock on Wood.
By Amy Stewart.
By Amy Stewart.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, about a sick, very 60s ooze, though.
Yeah.
This, of course, was, as we've said before, was written for Kylie Minogue. It's called Pandemonium. And when we were writing this song, I was thinking of it being sung by a woman, i.e. Kylie Minogue. And we had the title Pandemonium. Actually, I also think the Spice Girls could have done this song really well. And actually, I was thinking, it was the time when, it was 2 years ago, when Kate Moss was going out with Pete Doherty. So it's actually sort of sung from the point of view of Kate Moss about Pete Doherty.
Sung by Kylie.
With Kylie. Kylie is playing the role of Kate Moss.
Right, okay.
So
Johnny's back on
Johnny's
his harmonica. He's got his harmonica out again.
Johnny actually changed the feel of this a bit, didn't he? Well, he sort of suggested.
Johnny heard this as a glam rock record.
Yes.
But then after he left the studio, we kind of took it back more electro.
Yes. This still sounds a bit glam rock though, I think.
Yeah. It's very uplifting though. A happy pop song. More love.
More love, everyone.
We're just feeling the love. Boom, boom. It's a euphonium. Why don't we put a euphonium on it?
Good little bit.
Yeah, it's got a party atmosphere, hasn't it?
Yeah. That sounds Christmassy, I think.
Yeah.
Back to Amy Stewart. Brian Higgins said it was quaint, the song.
When you think about it, it's quite an achievement. That after all, I still love you. No matter what you've gone and done, you're creating.
We actually got a load of people again from Xenomania to do the oohs and what have you, and to go, it's Pandemonium, including Bob Stanley of St. Etienne.
Another
Channeling
dusty bit.
Dusty.
Another dusty moment.
Stars on the sun, dance to your drum. And now it's Pandemonium.
Great harmonica.
Well, this is the last of the 3 Xenomania backing tracks. Just loved this the first time I heard it. So moving. I just picture driving along the Corniche in the south of France with this playing.
The song's called The Way It Used to Be, and it's about 2 people meeting, having had a long love affair, or something like that, been married maybe or something. And they meet again years later. And so the song is like a film, it's a story of a relationship. So this bit's in the present. And then when the verse starts, it goes back to the start of their relationship, when they first were in love. Well, after this bit. Very French.
So much time has passed, I still meet you anywhere.
Another song about love.
Very nice bit of guitar there.
What is left of love here that didn't drift away? I can remember days of sun. We knew our lives had just begun. We could do anything well.
I like that line. We're fearless when we're young.
Under the moon, a dress unknown. I can remember nights in
Rome gets mentioned again.
Yeah.
Miranda and I wrote these lyrics together.
I'd survive with only memories.
Well, this bit's heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yes, this wasn't in the original backing track. I wrote this bit.
The way I feel,
I love those electronics things.
but I want more than only memories. A human touch to make them real.
Now they're living in Manchester, in my film. I didn't mention Manchester originally.
I don't know why we moved away.
And then they moved to New York. Fatal mistake.
So our promise was betrayed.
Now we thought of doing this song as a duet with Tina Turner. Imagine Tina Turner singing this bit. Carla from Zenemania sings with me there. I love this bit. Amazing synths behind the piano.
Yeah, I can't get enough of this song. If I was listening to this now, I'd just rewind and start again.
As your sister did when we first played it.
Yeah.
On my birthday last year, we were around at my house half an hour for dinner or something, and we kept playing this track over and over again.
And just as you think it's, you
get
get more.
bits.
Oh,
Northern Pain, I like that. So yeah, they go to New York, and then one of them ends up in Los Angeles with Culver City Blues, and now they've met again.
on Facebook.
No, in person.
Friend. Oh.
They're looking at each other across the room. Are they going to get back together?
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
The way it used to be.
Ping.
Very moody start to this one. Legacy.
That's it. The end.
I, of course, wanted the album to start with this track.
It. My friend. Time will pass. Governments fall.
Those brass stabs remind me of Nothing Has Been Proved.
The whole track's a bit like that, isn't it?
It's got other chords they're most moody. I love this strange melody Chris wrote.
North or south. And back to the same day.
It's a very challenging note, that.
And you'll get over it.
It's about a sort of political leader like Blair or Bush, someone leaving power and finding it impossible to deal with.
Seasons will change, more or less.
The vocal is sung all the way through, like Green Boring was, in octaves. A lower octave doubled and then a high octave doubled.
Sentiments remain, both east and west. Police expect an arrest.
Owen Pallett did the orchestral arrangement as well.
You'll get over it somehow. You'll get over it. You'll be there, the king over the water, in despair.
Good bit coming up. About raising an army.
It's my favourite in the record.
Here you go.
They're raising an army
Now that's a moment, isn't it?
in the north. From Yorkminster to the Firth.
I don't think it really matters whether the song actually means anything. I just like the sound of the words and the tune and the chords and the orchestration. Great string writing.
Such a human face when you receive it.
great, yeah, had a very brass on.
Get over it with time to kill. You'll get over it.
Brian suggested putting this little gap in because originally the verse just carried on. I thought it needed a break. It's a great bit of jaunty woodwind comes in. There's reference to sea. Brass actually.
At Scarborough Flow.
You can sort of see the British fleet there, you know.
From all you know, the old man agonized. He really has compromised. Public opinion may not be on your side. There are those who think they've been taken for a ride. You'll get.
I like the way it sort of turns round here.
I'm on your side because you'll get over it. And what a ride.
And now we go into a waltz sung in French. For whatever reason. Sounds good though, doesn't it? We go a bit Breckton Vile here.
Tous les artistes dans le monde chantent pour toi, c'est moi. It's done.
Great timpanis. Timpanis are a sample.
On your mark, you'll get over it. That car from warehouse boy has been on the phone.
I like the contrast of the car phone warehouse boy feeling about your mobile. With this incredibly heroic music in the background. And the point of that is that it's like returning to normal life after the Scarborough flu and raising an army and all the rest of it. Suddenly someone's phoning up saying, do you want to upgrade your mobile phone?
Explain why the bourgeoisie will get over it. Look at me,
I'm so over it.
I'm so over it.
Great build up here.
And you'll get over it. You do.
It's all a bit showbiz now.
In time.
And that's the end, really.
That's it. It's all over. We're out of here. What a legacy.